Hey nerds, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another half price books haul. Y'all voted. Okay, yes. You say hello. You want to be seen? Okay. Y'all voted for this one. I had 3 choices for the poll that I posted a few days ago, and this is what y'all wanted to see, so here we are. But before we get into that, please leave a like. It really helps me and I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my god, Theo! I'm so sorry. Did that scare you? That scared the shit out of him. Okay, do it soft. Now let's get into this. Are you okay? Alright, so there's 7 books in total, but I gotta tell y'all something. So one of these books I bought separately, like on its own. It was a spur of the moment purchase. I was bored after work and I decided, hey, let me go get a book. So one of these did not like get purchased with the rest of them, which is fine, that's okay, but I decided to include it in the haul because why not? So we're gonna start with that very book. And the first pick is called The Other Black Girl. By whom? Zakiya Dalila Harris. Yes. Get into this cover art. Like, come on. That is gorgeous. Do y'all see that? Now let me share something with y'all if y'all haven't seen my face before. If you're new here, hi. I don't know how well this video is gonna do, if this even is gonna reach, but if you're new, hi. I have a hard time finding books about black characters that aren't trauma stories or oppression stories. I mean, this one, this one doesn't sound like a trauma story or an oppression story, but it definitely is not. I think the main character is having a hard time, and she is very much black. So y'all know how this goes. If you're not new here, we're gonna read the book jacket, okay? Okay. 26-year-old editorial assistant Nella Rogers is pretty tired of being the only black girl at Wagner Books. So of course, she's excited when Hazel May McCall starts working in the cubicle besides hers. Born and raised in Harlem, Hazel exudes the confidence and charm that Nella has never quite possessed, but they've only just started swapping emails and natural hair care regimens when a string of unsettling events causes Nella to become public enemy #1. And Hazel, the office darling. You see what I mean? Like, it's not trauma or oppression, but she's not having fun. And then notes start to appear on Nella's desk. Leave Wagner, now. Nella can't believe that Hazel's been leaving the notes despite her crude code switching and competitive vibes. The new black girl doesn't seem that hostile, but as Nella begins to spiral, obsess, and ultimately uncover the sinister forces at play, she risks she risks not losing much more than her career. I had a little tickle in the back of my throat there. The stakes are higher than she could have imagined, far beyond P&Ls and promotion. Propulsive, darkly funny, and endlessly surprising, The Other Black Girl is a whip-smart commentary on diversity in the workplace. It brims with the cringy, all-too-real struggles of being a black woman in a largely white industry, but also will resonate with anyone who's ever felt manipulated or outmaneuvered, threatened, or overlooked. As deserving as it is tender, this is a novel that questions the silence we trade for success and asks, in the end, whether that sacrifice can ever truly be worth it. So, if you know me personally, you can see why I picked up this book, and if you just know me, like from watching my videos a little bit, you can see why I picked up this book. I myself am a corporate girly who happens to be black, okay? And I haven't experienced it yet, but I know, I've heard what it's like to be black in a corporate workspace, and then just you have to try twice as hard. You have to kind of like work as hard as your counterparts because, you know, the color of your skin. You have to constantly be proving yourself. You can't ever let your guard down, and I haven't experienced that yet. And you can see why I picked up the book. I'm not much younger than Nella, the main character in this book, and I have been introduced to the corporate world, you know, with this current job that I'm working. And so to see this, and like at this point in time, I said, oh, this is probably made for me. This is meant for me to buy, and I had to get it. But this was the singular purchase, the singular impulse purchase. We all have those. The Other Black Girl. by Zakiya Dalila Harris. I can tell this one's going to be a very good one, and I can't wait to dissect this. So yeah. Now, the rest of these books I bought all in the same trip, so yeah. Alright, who's in here? Next, we have Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison, a werewolf novel. Now, this name sounds familiar to some of you who have been here since the beginning. Rachel Harrison is the same person who wrote Cackle, and Cackle was a part of my very first half-price book haul, so go check that out. It's right here. This one right here, okay? You see her? Now listen, I have said this 80 million times on this channel already, but I have always been obsessed with vampires, and my obsession with vampires has kind of made me lean towards them more rather than werewolves. Not that they're not cool, werewolves are great, and I think it's because I haven't found like material that is like just as interesting as the vampire material. Here it is. This story is about a girl who's a werewolf. How often do you see that? It's always like men changing into these glorified dogs, but never the women. We never see women turning into werewolves, and this is what this is. So imagine my excitement when I saw this and read through the little, you know, synopsis on the back. Speaking of which, let's get into it. Now, she's a paperback, so everything's on the back. Rory Morris isn't thrilled to be moving back to her hometown, even if it's only temporary. There are bad memories here, but her twin sister, Scarlett, is pregnant, estranged from the baby's father, and needs support. So, Rory returns to the place she thought she put in her rear view. After a night out at a bar where she runs into an old almost flame, she hits a large animal with her car, and when she gets out to investigate, she's attacked. Now listen, I would just die if I hit an animal with my car. It doesn't matter if it's a turtle, a deer, a dog, a cat, whatever. I would be devastated and I would try to help it. But if it is in a rural place at nighttime, I will not be getting out of the car. And I live in a rural place, okay? So I would be devastated, of course, but if I was Rory, I would not have gotten out of that car, because guess what? She got, okay? Rory survives miraculously, but life begins to look and feel different. She's unnaturally strong, with an aversion to silver, and suddenly the moon has her in its thrall. She's changing into someone else, something else, maybe even a monster. But does that mean she's putting those close to her in danger? Or is embracing the wildness inside her the key to acceptance? This dark comedic love story is a brilliantly layered portrait of trauma, rage, and vulnerability. Beautiful cocktail. Yeah, like I said, I've never read a story about a woman becoming a werewolf, so this should be interesting. Okay, who's in here? Alright, next on the list we have Snow Job by Charles Benoit. Benoit? I'm butchering this last name. It's Benoit. I don't know. Snow Job. I cracked this open, y'all, in the middle, and I was like, I was instantly intrigued. Let's read the book jacket. Come on, kids. Nick has created the perfect list of rules for remaking his life. His loser friends may be graduating from high school and going nowhere fast, but Nick is determined to make a fresh start. All he has to do is stick to his list. Enter Dark-Eyed Dawn, tough and troubled. I love the dramaticism already. Meeting a girl like her is nowhere on Nick's list. Neither is hanging out with Zod. What is a Zod? I don't know. A teen thug who is back on the streets after Nick testified against him years ago. And making deliveries for the local drug lord definitely isn't on Nick's list. So why is Nick caught up with these people and their dangerous schemes? No one said that changing his life would be simple, and Nick's willing to take a few knocks and accept a few risks in his quest for a new beginning. As scams swirl and the stakes rise ever higher, will Nick's list help him to be a hero or turn him into a fall guy? What does that mean? Set amongst the freedoms and uncertainties of the late 70s. I'm gonna get back to that. Charles Benoit, I don't know. Newest noir masterpiece explores how small steps lead to an avalanche of consequence as one boy attempts to take charge of his destiny. Now, I kind of flinched. I forgot. I haven't read these book jackets since I purchased them, and that was almost 3 weeks ago. But I flinched at, you know, it being set in the 70s, because the last book that I purchased from Half Price that was set in the 70s, I explain it all here. I know this book is fiction, but this seems like someone's reality, possibly, you know, being affiliated with a gang and everything like that, and trying to find your way through the world as a teenager. Come on. I think the realism jumped out, especially when I cracked it open in the middle and read a page. I don't remember exactly which page, but I was like, oh, put this in the basket. Put it in the basket. But yes, Snow Job by Charles Benoit. I don't know. Let's move on. Okay, so this next one is a romance book. This is called Drunk on Love by Jasmine Guillory. Look how cute and colorful the book cover is. I love orange sometimes. Oh my god, no! Are you okay? Oh my god, I hate when I drop books. Oh, that just took a piece of my soul. Oh, I'm gonna need a minute. Oh, I didn't notice this. There's a quote on the front from Vogue. It says, Jasmine Guillory is the undisputed queen of the modern day romance. We shall see about that, because when I hear modern day romance, I just have PTSD. Y'all know how hard it is for me to find good romance books because everything is so oversaturated by bullshit. So even though I am trying to like get back into the genre and give it another chance, it's hard. And so I found this, and it doesn't seem like it has any of the tropes in it that I hate so much. Not too bad. It didn't seem too bad. I cracked it open in the middle and I didn't get any tinges of that. So I picked it up. I said, why not? Let me get it. So let's read the back, because you know, paperback. Margot Noble needs some relief from the stress of running the family winery with her brother. Enter Luke. Okay, that's the second book that has this enter thing. This little script theater vibe. What is going on? Enter Luke, sexy, charming, and best of all, in the too small world of Napa, a stranger. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and Margot is delighted that she lucked into the perfect one-night stand she'll never have to see again. That is, until the winery's newest hire, Luke, walks in the next morning. Margot is determined to keep things purely professional, but when their every interaction reminds her of the attraction still bubbling between them, it's a very interesting verb to use, it proves to be much more challenging than she expected. Luke Williams had it all, but when he quits his high-salary tech job in Silicon Valley in a blaze of burnout and moves back to Napa to help a friend, he realizes he doesn't want to tell the world or his mom. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I must have been speed reading or skimming this synopsis back here, because I did not notice that part. Please tell me we don't have a mama's boy or like an emotional incest mom in this story. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if my heart or my brain can fathom. Let me keep reading. Why he's now working at a winery. His mom loves bragging about her successful son. How can he admit that the job she's so proud of broke him? Luke has no idea what is next for him, but one thing is certain. He wants more from the incredibly smart and sexy woman he hooked up with, even after he learns she's his new boss. But even if they can find a way to be together that wouldn't be an ethical nightmare, would such a successful woman really want a tech world dropout? Set against the lush backdrop of Napa Valley wine country, nothing goes to your head as fast as the taste of love, even if it means changing all your plans. I need to look this girl up. Jasmine Guillory, you say? Let me look you up, girl. Oh! Oh my god! It's a black woman! Oh! I love that! Oh my god! Yes! Go black woman! Okay! Wait, does that mean the characters are black? Wait, they might be. I don't know if y'all can see like the outline of Luke's hair. Baby, that's at least, what is it? That's like 3C. Oh my god. Oh my god, this makes me even more excited. And I was just talking about how hard it is for me to find like black stories that are good. This is a black love story. Honey. Okay, being that it's a black love story, this might be having emotional incest mom in it. I'm gonna take my chance. I'm gonna read it still. I bought it for a reason. It intrigued me, so I'm gonna keep it. But you better not let me down, Jasmine. This better be good. I better like it. At the least like it. Okay, who's next? Where are you going? Thank you. Oh, okay. I love you too. So this next one is called Summer in the Invisible City by Giuliana Romano. Oh shit. Here it is. Here's the book cover. This is giving me 2017, 2018 summer romance. Like the era of like To All the Boys I Loved Before. I'm not saying it's like that because I haven't read this before obviously, but this is what it's giving. It's giving like Duff's summer, To All the Boys summer. You know what I mean? Hold on, the back. A girl, a boy, and a summer neither of them saw coming. See how it kind of like goes back to the Okay, it's time to open this up. This is going to be the summer of Sadie Bell. Sadie is going to befriend the cool girls at her school. She's going to impress her artist dad with her photography skills. And she's going to get over Noah, the older guy who was her very first mistake. How much older are we talking? I don't know if I can deal with statutory either. Oh, why did I not read this all the way through? She did not plan for this summer to include a Sam. Funny, free-thinking, and mysterious Sam makes Sadie see New York City in a sparkling new light. They're teens, they're teens, they're teens. Everything is a big deal to them. Let me stop judging. But he insists that they are just friends, even though friends don't make Sadie's heart race like Sam does. Oh, shit, here we go. I'm sorry to remember why I picked this up. And when Sadie's perfect summer spirals into heartbreak, Sam's friendship may not be enough. Sadie is comfortable seeing the world through her camera. Now she must force herself to see the bad and the good in other people in order to set the summer right. First love, first hurt, and the true meaning of families roll together in this heartfelt coming-of-age romance. So, I remember why I picked this up. I do. I guess I felt a little bit of nostalgia because experiencing your first love and your first heartbreak, that's something that, you know, you will never forget. And I was like, you know what? Why not relive this? But yeah, Summer in the Invisible City by Giuliana Romano. Cute. Who's in there? Oh, shit. All right, this next one. Okay. So if you saw my last Half Price Books haul, you can understand why I am very, very excited about this next one. Fifi. This is the one. We have The Strain by Guillermo del Toro. Okay. So this is the reason why I'm excited. So on the last book haul, y'all can see that I had another pick from Guillermo del Toro called The Fall. And I got so disappointed because I didn't realize it was part of a series. The Fall is book 2 of this series. And I was like, I can't read The Fall until I've read the first one. It was my lucky day because The Strain is the first book in the series. I'm about to have another collection. I'm so excited. Ooh! This is gonna be the second collection that I own in my personal library. The first one I have is the Love and Gelato series, so I'm excited about that. Let's read this book jacket, honey. The Strain. I like to get dramatic. They've always been here, vampires, in secret and in darkness, waiting. Now their time has come. Oh, shit. I'm scared already. In 1 week, Manhattan will be gone. In 1 month, the country. In 2 months, the world. So basically think of this like the zombie apocalypse, but instead of zombies, blood-sucking demons. Cool. A Boeing 777 arrives at JFK and is on its way across the tarmac. Tarmac? I can't pronounce words sometimes, don't judge me. When it suddenly stops dead. All window shades are pulled down, all lights are out, all communication channels have gone quiet. Crews on the ground are lost for answers, but an alert goes out to the CDC. Dr. F. Goodweather, oh, that name is familiar, head of their Canary Project, a rapid response team that investigates biological threats, gets the call and boards the plane. What he finds makes his blood run cold. In a pawn shop in Spanish Harlem, a former professor and survivor of the Holocaust named Abraham Strakian Satrakian. Every time I do a book haul, I'm not even kidding, it happens every time. There is a last name that I cannot pronounce. It's always gonna happen to me, I fear. Abraham Satrakian knows something is happening, and he knows the time has come that a war is brewing. So begins a battle of mammoth proportions as the vampiric virus that has infected New York begins to spill out into the streets. F, who is joined by Satrakian, honey, I don't know, and a motley crew of fighters must now find a way to stop the contagion and save his city. A city that includes his wife and son before it's too late. Now, I very much embarrassed myself when I saw this in the store, because I saw another, copy of The Fall, but when I saw this right next to it, I said, oh my gosh, isn't it? Yeah, I was so excited when I found it. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. There's 3 books? No What do I do now? Oh my god. I'm not even kidding. Like right here on the book jacket, like over here, it's showing the other 2. There's a 3rd one. There's a third. Oh shit. Yeah, it says, and don't miss books 2 and 3 of the Strain trilogy. I thought it was just a twofer. I thought it was a 1-2. That's The Fall and the Night Eternal. Oh hell. Now I'm gonna have to go back and see if they got, what's it called? The Night Eternal. I'm gonna have a whole, oh my gosh, oh my god. See, now I'm even more excited, because like the second one got me hyped, and there was a first one, and now there's 3 of these. I'll be going back soon to find it, because if they have the first and the second one, I'm pretty sure they might have the 3rd one on hand. If not, Amazon is your best friend. But yeah, there's The Strain by Guillermo del Toro. Okay, last one. Alright, so this last one we have is called Mrs. Everything by Jennifer Weiner. Can you see it? This vibe is giving me like mid-2000s mom. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the fuchsia and the orange color combo, but it is. I don't remember this. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. Yes I do. I opened it and it just came flooding back. In this story, I'll have to say, it's about 2 women like living 2 very different lives, and it's just a story about women empowerment, and I was like, oh, let me just get it, let me pick it up. But let's read the book jacket so I can refresh my memory and y'all can learn about it. Joe and Bethy Kaufman were born into a world full of promise. Growing up in 1950s Detroit, they live in a perfect Dick and Jane house where their roles in the family are clearly defined. Joe is the tomboy, the bookish rebel with a passion to make the world more fair. There's always one of those in these, especially during these time periods, hell yeah. Bethy is the pretty feminine good girl, a would-be star who enjoys the power her beauty confers and dreams of a traditional life. There's also that type too. But the truth ends up looking different from what the girls imagined. Joe and Bethy survive traumas and tragedies as their lives unfold against the background of free love in Vietnam, Woodstock, and women's lib. Can you see why I picked it up? Can you see why I picked it up? Thank you very much. Bethy becomes an adventure-loving wild child who dives headlong into counterculture and is up for anything except settling down. Meanwhile, Joe has become a proper young mother in Connecticut, a witness to the changing world instead of a participant. So they switched personalities pretty much. And I'm so intrigued as to why and how that happened. I can't wait to read this. Neither woman inhabits the world she dreams of, nor has a life that feels authentic or brings her joy. Is it too late for the women to finally stake a claim on happily ever after? I'm always looking for stories about women, positive stories about women, especially about women empowerment, and I feel like a really good background or setting place to have that sometimes is, 1950s, 1960s, especially during the 60s where counterculture was hot and popping, okay? And I kind of want to get into like a little rant, not a rant, but like a little blab fest. So in high school when we were like learning about history and everything, I always loved when we got to the 60s because of Vietnam and learning about counterculture, and then also learning about the Black Panther Party, which, can you imagine? I had the best history teacher in the world because he wasn't supposed to be talking about that, especially in a small rural town, but he taught us about it anyway. So the 60s is something that I always want to increase my knowledge on, especially about women's liberation. So possibly seeing 2 different perspectives from 2 different women. What more could I want? What more could I ask for? As a hardcore feminist myself, like, imagine how excited I was when I read through this book jacket and then cracked it open in the middle. I was sold. And it was $4 freaking dollars. Look how thick this motherfucker is. Look how, and she's a hardcover. Oh, it just gets better each time. There's always something. Yeah, but this is the haul. This is what we have now. Isn't this just a pretty sight? Oh. Oh. Whoa. Wait. Oh, each and every one of them smell good. Oh, okay, I gotta put it down now. I love the smell of books. Like, each of them smell different, but they smell so good. But that was my haul. That was haul number 4 for y'all. Oh, that rhymed. So that concludes our video for today. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. I feel like I'm going to be going back to half price pretty soon because I'm on the hunt for The Knight Eternal. I want to complete that series. I want to have it in my possession, and also just to get more books. Like, why would I not go to get more books? Oh, side note, so the last time that I went to get like the 6 books that were in the one trip, I was with my brother, my best friend. If y'all are watching this, hi, I love y'all. And most of the time, if I'm not by myself, I go with them. I go with them and them only. And my brother decided he to stop by Barnes & Nobles. Now, I don't know if I said this before on the channel, but I'm not too fond of Barnes & Nobles because their lack of supporting POC authors, authors who are women, and authors who are in the LGBTQ community, but I digress, it's a whole other video. But I said, you know what? Yeah, let's go to Barnes & Nobles, and then this picture was born. This is me flipping off Barnes & Noble with my half-price books tote in hand with a coffee. Like, can you say poetic justice? I'm just kidding, that was just me being silly. It's not a big deal. Fun times. But yeah, that's it. That's the haul. I'm done. If you made it to the end of this video, please comment. What do I want y'all to comment? Comment a green heart. Comment a green heart if you made it to the end of this video, okay? And subscribe if you want to. I'll see y'all on the next go round. Okay, bye.